some black kitty cats on these rocks that I did finger painting backgrounds on. So let's see. I did these two earlier and I still just need to finish their eyeballs. I do a white dot of acrylic paint for the eyeballs and then a black dot for the eyeball. Let's see if I can. So when I did this background, I was doing finger painting, and so the background is a bit bumpy, which is a little bit of a challenge, but that's all right. I have drawn thousands of black cats. I can do it. I think I'm going to put two cats on here. I'm going to put one cat here and then one taller cat on the right. And I'm seeing that the autofocus is going all crazy, so hopefully, since I'm zoomed in a little bit, maybe it'll catch the actual cat part. Oops, I forgot to leave enough room for the tail on the right here. I'm actually going to do the tail afterwards because this is actually a small pebble and I have to kind of leave room for my to hold the edges. I'm going to do another cat here, and I have to remember to leave room for the tail because I'm going to have the tails curling to the left and the right. Shoot, so I actually just smudged it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to clean that little smudge. Actually, I can clean it later. So I'm just going to hold that a little bit more carefully. One of the tips that I tell people is that you can always, like, if you know that you're going to paint to the bottom of a small rock and you're going to hold it and that your finger might smudge it, is to just leave it unfinished on the bottom and then wait till you finish all your little details and then draw in the bottom. I always make my cats pretty much the same, so I kind of know what they're going to, what body parts they're going to have. And I could always, if I wanted to, I could draw a ground, a black line on the bottom, and then that would take care of my smudges. One thing I forgot to do is I don't like the whiskers running into each other. So usually I factor that in, but I forgot today. And then I'm going to put a heart there in the middle. And then I'm going to turn this one and add his tail. And this rock is bumpier than I expected. I actually wasn't going to put a cat on it. I was going to write some words. And so now the next rock I choose, I'm either going to do words or I have to choose a smoother one. So there's that. I'm going to let that dry for a little bit and then I'm going to add the eyeballs. I can also just leave it like that, just so it's like silhouettes of black cats. I love black cats. I'm always doing black cats. So in the meantime, while that is drying, I really probably shouldn't be touching it like that, but That's what happens when you do a live stream and you don't really plan ahead. Other people are so organized. It always amazes me how organized their art projects are, especially if they're going to do a live stream. So this one is a little rainbow one, so I'm just going to put a cat right in the middle there. And I can't lock the focus. I don't know why you can't lock the focus when it's a live stream. Okay, so I have these ones that I did earlier that I have to do. Hello, Shiryoka. Hi, thanks for watching. Do you like black cats? Hello. I'm actually going to do another couple cats, and then I'm going to do their eyeballs with white acrylic paint, and I just use a little toothpick on that. Let's see, what do I have here? I have this one. I have this one. I think I'm gonna do you like the rainbow color better? These are just finger painted backgrounds that I did. Do you like the rainbow colored one or one of the purplier ones? This one I want to try to fit more cats onto. You know what I'm gonna do? I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of cats on here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna do, this is what I'm planning, but what I plan doesn't always come out. I'm gonna do a big cat here, two little cats here, and a bigger cat there. But you know, it doesn't always come out like I plan. Also, my Wi-Fi is not the greatest. So is it coming out choppy and blurry when I'm moving? Usually whatever is not moving is usually fine. But whenever I move, it actually, I'm glad it's coming out because it says it's 5G and it says it's excellent. So what happened earlier is that when I was doing this one, the cats went all the way to the bottom and I smudged them when I was holding the edge of the rock. So I'm actually not going to paint his right side yet. And then I'm going to add his tail over here, but I want to be able to put my fingers there if I need to. So I'm going to put a little guy here. I love drawing cats. One time I did like 50 of them, and I was like, oh my gosh, too many cats. But you know what? Everybody told me that it's never too many cats. Okay, so here's my ambitious plan. I'm hoping that these two guys, that their tails will make a heart. But I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work. And you know what? If it doesn't work, that's okay. Oh, yeah, that didn't make a heart. Sort of a heart. Okay, these guys gotta move over. You're so cool. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Okay, so that did make a heart. And let's see, I'm gonna put one more cat here. And then I'm actually gonna have room in the middle here. So I'm thinking I'll write meow. Okay, so now it's like a little cat family. And then I'm going to put this one's body over there. Color that in. I paint a lot of cats. So one of the things that I always have to watch out for is that I don't like it when their whiskers run into each other. Okay, so now this one, you want to put a curly tail. Okay, and then the two little guys in the middle. So my Wi-Fi bounces between 2G and 5G, but usually it'll say that it's disconnecting the live stream when it changes. But if I don't move too much, like if I hold it there, it usually is not blurry. I don't know. Anyway, it's very frustrating. I'm also in the middle of the desert. I'm in the middle of nowhere, so, and we don't have Starlink, so I don't really know if that would actually make things better. And anytime there's weather, then our Wi-Fi doesn't. So if I hold still, it should be clear. So I've got this space in the middle, and I could just put a heart. I don't know if I can fit meow. Oh, I can fit meow up at the top and then put a heart. Okay, I'm gonna try to do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's my life, real life. This is a dog hair. I have a German Shepherd, and there's a dog hair stuck in the paint. But then I also say that that's my dog helping. That's my dog putting her, being a helper. And people always ask me, why do I do this? It's because I make my ease better if I'm making my line in this direction. My e's come out straighter, so I always just do all the letters with the just the line like an I, and then I draw the rest of the, like the H, the A, all the cross parts of the letter. I turn the rock Yay. Wow, that came out really cute. Actually, really the background is kind of like tie-dyed. So then after, I'm going to start doing the eyeballs on the other guys that I have over here. Do you do any painting or art? I always put a heart. Okay, so I'm going to put the eyeballs on those guys. These ones, the eyeballs are still a little bit wet. And so, I mean, the white part. So I'm going to wait a little bit before I put the black. I put a black dot in the middle. And of course, now I have to move and get my paint. Oh my gosh, my paint is right there. Very. Oh my goodness, sorry. Very disorganized. Okay, so this is a acrylic paint. This is like really cheap acrylic paint. And then I'm just going to use a toothpick. Oh, well, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me. I really appreciate it. And you really don't have to subscribe because I do a lot of random things. So my videos are all random. Anyway, no apologies needed. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so now I'm going to, I used the black paint pen to draw the cats on a painted rock that I finger painted with acrylic. And then now, oops, now I'm going to dot the eyeballs on. And then I'm going to let those dry and then add the black, add a black dot in the middle there to finish the eyeballs. Okay, so that one's going to dry. Where's the other one? Okay, here's the other little guy on a rainbow background. So I'm going to do his eyeballs. I always have to make sure all my cats have eyeballs, ears, whiskers, and hearts. Okay, so that one is going to sit there and dry. And then this is actually drying faster than I thought. So I'm actually going to add their eyeballs. The white part of their eyes. And I'm going to do a black dot in the middle later. I'm using a toothpick. And these toothpicks are awesome because they have the regular toothpick size point, but then they have a bigger, the other end is bigger, and it's actually perfect for dots, doing dot painting. Okay, so let's see. These other ones are not dry yet. I also don't have black paint. So I think what I'm going to do is I might have to use my black paint pen. I like to use the toothpick because it comes out perfectly round. And in the meantime, I'm going to do one with words. So I think I'm going to do good vibes because it's very rainbow colored. If anybody wants to comment, I was going to do good vibes on this one, but if you want me to do a cat, I can do a cat on another one. Oh, I could do a cat on this one. No, I'm going to do good vibes. Okay, I should have just left it how it was. Okay, good vibes. So there's the option of 2 different G's, and I always have to figure out if I have enough room. If I don't have enough room, then I do a G like that. If I have enough room, I would prefer to do a G with a tail. Is it a tail? Is it called a tail when it's a G? I don't even know. So I'm actually leaving room here for a heart. Oh my gosh. I just saw. Oh, hey. Thanks for coming back. Do you have any requests for what I should write on the next rock? Or do you want me to just draw more cats? I can always draw more cats. That came out like very psychedelic. Oh, stay happy. That's really cute. Okay, so let's see. Okay, stay happy will fit on there. Stay happy will fit on here. I'm going to write the stay on the top, small. Uh-oh. I don't know if I left enough room for the 2 P's. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Okay, so stay. Actually, I don't know if you're telling me I got this, but I'm going to do one that says you got this. A lot of people actually love. A lot of people will tell me stories that they have used the you got this rock when they're really needing a little pick-me-up. So that actually worked out perfectly, that the tail of the Y fit there. And then we're going to put a happy face and a heart. So we'll put the happy face there. Oops. The mouth almost touched the eyeball. If you ever use paint markers, I just always say, like, people are like, oh, how do you determine what you make? I'm like, well, whatever's cooperating. And like right now, this one is like super flowing. And so I can't do any small lettering. Stay happy. Like I have to move my lamp. Okay, so now I am going to, oops. I'm going to try to do the eyeballs on some of these cats. And I forget which ones I did earlier. This is one of the ones I did earlier. So I'm hoping I don't have black paint. I don't know why I don't have, oh, the eyeballs are pretty. So usually I dot on the eyeballs because then they're perfectly round, and also when you dot on a blob of acrylic paint, you know, it's actually thicker in the middle. And so it's better to use a toothpick and put on a dot of black than try to use my paint pen, because since I did this like earlier, the paint isn't totally dry, and I really don't want to get white acrylic paint on my black pen. This guy's eyeball is not perfectly round. And I don't know if you know this, but when you try to fix something, sometimes you end up messing it up more. Well, that's just gonna have to do for right now. And when I get somewhere that I have acrylic paint, I might redo their eyeballs. Yes, totally. It's totally not really my design. I just you, I encourage everybody to paint rocks, to paint whatever, and cats. Whatever. I mean, I'm totally the type of person that the more people are making art makes me happy. So I don't really want to finish the eyeballs on these other guys because I really don't want to mess up my pen. So now I'm just gonna draw some more cats because I know I like drawing cats. So this one, I'm gonna do two cats again. And you can totally like copy, because really it's not gonna come out the same. I always say inspired by, and you can copy, totally fine. I'm more than happy for you to, that my art made you want to copy something. When I do copy somebody else's, I actually try to do it their way first, just so that I, learn the design, and then I do it again, but like, in my own style, which usually it's kind of out of my control. Here I go again, putting the cat all the way to the edge. Okay, so this guy, I'm gonna put a tall cat here. I don't want his whiskers. I don't want this guy's whiskers to hit the other cat. I also have this really bad habit of putting too much stuff on a little rock. Should have just put one cat. And I'm squishing. Come on. And that's another thing is like sometimes I'm like, oh, should I add this? Should I add that? And everybody's like, it's fine, it's done. And they all look pretty. And these are kindness rocks. So I'm actually gonna give them away or put them out wherever I go. I'm sorry, not the cat ones. The cat ones usually either go to somebody or I do sell them also. Well, I sell them for $3, which now that you can see how long it takes me, everybody's like, you need to charge more than $3. You know what? I don't care. I say do whatever makes you feel happy, makes you feel comfortable. The ones with the words, I put them out all over the place. Like I put them at the gas station, I put them at the grocery store. I put them out on the street, like on rock walls, on ledges, random plate poles. Also, the cool thing is about these are little rocks. You can actually put a magnet. You can put a magnet on the back, and then I stick the magnet somewhere. Oh my gosh, look, he's missing his whiskers. I'm in California and Nevada. So there's actually rock painting groups all over the world. If you're on Facebook, you can look up Kindness Rocks, and people do post Kindness Rocks for their area, and they put them out everywhere. Okay, here I go putting two cats again. We'll just do one cat. Oh, I'm gonna do a fluffy cat. I'm not very good with the fluffy cats, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so first we'll make his fuzzy head. I tried to do this. Do you use paintbrushes? Or you just do drawing? I tried to use this technique I saw on YouTube where they say just to like smash a paintbrush and it makes like a fuzzy cat head. Yeah, it didn't work. I ended up with like a big mess. And now he's like just kind of funny looking. Okay, so his body will be like that. Now he looks like a pumpkin. fuzzy cat, and then his fuzzy tail. It's gonna be like a poof tail. You know, I have this toothpick right here. So since this paint is still wet, oh no, that didn't work. So it's actually started, the toothpick started scratching the paint, so that didn't work. So basically, I either need to use a paintbrush, or sometimes the paint pen is not running as much. Oh, I know I had to charge my phone before I started this live stream. But thank you so much for watching. You're super nice. I appreciate your support. I gotta put his heart. Yeah, the fluffy cat. Fuzzy cat. Okay. But anyway, this rock that you inspired is gonna go out in California or Nevada. I'm gonna leave it somewhere, and somebody random is gonna find it, and hopefully it'll brighten their day. So thanks for being a kindness rock ambassador, because you inspired that one. Okay, so now I got this little one. I'm gonna do a little cat. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet that you're actually using up all your battery. Okay, so the light. Whoa. This rock is gonna be really hard to hold. Too small. Okay, well, it's really not too small, because one time I made a ladybug on a rock that was like a pebble that was like the size of a pea. And it was super cute. And this little boy found it, and I was like, "You really want that one?" And he's like, "It's the tiniest ladybug." Okay, so now I have that, and then I put the tail on one side and a heart on the other. You're so sweet. Also, just so you know, if you subscribe, I do appreciate it, but I don't do a lot of rock painting videos. I will sometimes put out videos where I'm putting the rocks out in the world. So actually, yeah, I'll make sure I include the Stay Happy one in my next video. Um, my next short. But yeah, you don't have to subscribe, because I do a lot of random other stuff, and so you're gonna see videos of me pulling weeds, me doing yard work, me doing tree work, me walking around the desert, and so it's not really all rock painting like some other people. Their channels are all one thing. Oops. Okay, so that one's done, and this one, I was thinking of doing the cat here and then the tail going here. If I do 2 cats, this would be a really short cat. If you ever want to just play with acrylic paint, this is just swirling together paint. Oh, this batch is only like, I don't know, what is that, 15 rocks? But I've done thousands, so I have a lot more. These ones aren't, there's no background. I've actually painted over 20,000 rocks. So I've been doing this for like 7 years, 8 years. I don't know, time flies. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 cat here. Oh, I should hurry up because your battery. All these guys have the same shape of body. I also do a triangle body. And then the fluffy cat, and then a laying down one. I don't really like the laying down one. I kind of like these guys. See, I told you. You're like, oh, take your time. Like, yep, 1%. Okay, so I'm going to write meow. This lamp is not... Oops. Okay, so since you went and made all that effort to go get your charger, I am going to do how I made these backgrounds. I'm going to do the call it smash painting. Oops, wrong way. So I'm gonna, can you pick 3 colors? I've got yellow, green, 3, 4 kinds of blue, 2 kinds of pink, a purple. I don't have red. If you want to pick 3 colors, I'm gonna swirl them together and make, you know, sort of like this. This was the white, the green turquoise, I think, and purple. And so pink, blue, and purple. That's so funny because people actually pick that all the time. So this is Velvet Crush. These are like, this is like the 50-cent paint. Pink, blue, purple, pink, blue, purple. So Bahama blue, like the ones that are like, what do you call? Like robin's egg blue and a light teal aqua blue. Those come out really nice. And then I have 2 kinds of pink. The dark pink or the light pink. But actually I used the fruit punch earlier on these rocks. And then I always put white. Oh good, because I already squeezed that out. I always put white. And then this time, oh my gosh, so when I did this live earlier, I didn't actually have a paper towel. And so I had my fingers covered in paint and I had no paper towel. So this is a rock that has a whatever crack or gouge on one side and then the other side is smooth. So I don't know why I always use my 4th finger. And I just dab. And there, it's done. Where's my light? I should just stop. But yeah, I don't know. That looks really pretty. Okay, so, and then this guy, I always do the flatter edge. And I don't know if you can see, but this paint is super thick. So it actually takes a long time to dry. That one's very purple. So on this one, I'm gonna aim more for the pink and the blue. Like, I think it's because my finger has a whole bunch of different stuff on it. I also tell people that if you don't have rocks, I just paint on pennies. And it is legal to paint on pennies. Okay, so I'm not creative. I started painting with my niece when she was 3. And honestly, 3 and 5-year-olds make the prettiest rocks because they don't overthink. They just do whatever. And that's how this all started. And the cool thing about that I like about this is that all of the rocks that I make, they're gonna sort of match, but not be the same because they're all using the same colors, but they're not, obviously each one's gonna be different. And look how much paint I have left. Oh my gosh. Okay, this rock is kind of bumpy. Oh no, I'm not getting any pink. So those will be for my next live stream. They're also super shiny. This one's really dark. You're so funny. Honestly, I just like painting rocks. So I feel that it's obviously my life path to be painting rocks because I've been painting rocks for so long. It's not really about being proud or not, whatever. There's a reason that I paint cats. It's because I'm good at painting cats. When I try other things, like I don't paint dogs at all. Everybody wants me to paint their dog, and I can't paint their dog, so I just keep painting cats. So I'm actually trying to find... Sorry, I'm trying to find rocks that... You know what? Since you're here, I'm just going to do these bigger rocks. I don't care. I'm trying to find the rocks that have like little bumps in them because I can't... It's harder to write on the bumpy rocks. Okay. Okay, yellow, blue, and white. So yellow. This is the blue that I used earlier. Why am I so zoomed in? Tropical blue and cool blue. Yellow, blue, and white. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys ever watched the there's this like spin art guy. He's always doing lives, and he busts them out in like, I don't know, 15 seconds. Okay, so actually, sorry, this one's actually super watery and not coming out at all. So I'm gonna have to switch to the tropical blue. So the thing about buying 50-cent paints is that they don't always last. They separate. Anyways, the spin art guy, people give him like 3 colors, 5 colors, whatever, and that he is like done in like, I don't know, a minute or whatever. But he also has like hundreds of thousands of viewers. And yeah, I obviously don't do that. So now I did not put them in the right position. I'm supposed to kind of put them like a triangle so that the white is in the middle, so that I can grab the white with my fingers. And then now, this is what happens when I got rushed. Not that I'm being rushed, I'm just... Well, eventually I'm going to write something on this, so it's actually good that there's white in the middle. So let's move the fuzzy cat over, and then we'll put this here. I'm going to wipe my finger. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is bad, so it's the more I move, the more it's gonna be blurry and You're so funny. It's finger painting. You too can do it. It's actually really cool. I don't know if you can see. I think the blue and the white, one is gloss and one is matte. So it's actually beating up. And then there was one time that I did blue, green, white, whatever, and it totally came out like ocean. Okay, so this rock has holes in it. And yeah, if you do it and you think you're not getting it, just clean your finger, or you can use a brush. I also use a brush and do smash painting. Ooh, see how it's separating? See how the white is reacting with the blue? Hey, this blue and yellow is actually really pretty, and honestly, so thank you, Preppy Care, for suggesting it, because I've never done that before. I've never done the blue and yellow before. And I have painted, I mean, obviously not this design, but I have painted over 20,000 kindness rocks. A lot of them don't have background colors because if the rock is pretty by itself, I just write on it and I don't. Okay, so here's another one. Oh my gosh, I'm so old. So if you actually subscribe and watch my shorts, I actually just did a video because I'm so old. So my niece is 13 and she thinks I'm so old. She actually asked me if I could get the senior citizen discount when we went to go eat. I'm 54. 54. Oh my god, that's so old. But yeah, if you watch my videos, if you subscribe, you don't have to subscribe at all because like I was telling Shioka, is that my videos, my channel is not all about rock painting. So really you don't have to subscribe because I don't want you to be like, be like, why am I getting these weird videos on my feed? Because I do lots of random stuff. Oops, forgot to show you what I'm doing. And it's really fun. Okay, so we get all of our eyeballs on the cats. Well, I'm actually very, very happy with these blue yellow ones. And so if I actually had better internet, I could actually, stream this for hours. But since obviously my internet is not very good. Okay, so now, so I need a chopstick so I can move these guys over. So they are going to take a long time to dry. Ooh, hold on. And my AI. So my mom is so old school that she calls it IA because she doesn't even know what AI is. I'm a human being. Okay, so what's really cool is that they're really separating. Like, I think because the blue paint was old. Oh my god, if I was AI, I would be like, I don't know, better and not so random. I think it's really sad that everybody assumes that everything is AI, and especially art. It's actually really important. Oh, no, because AI's phone wouldn't run out of battery. And doesn't, I think those AI bots, what do you call, they kind of say like the same things all the time. And yeah, AI's phone doesn't run out of charge. Okay, so I'm actually going to take both of these. Ooh, I grabbed a lot of white. Okay, I was gonna actually combine the blue yellow with the pink purple, but no, I'm not. Why is my light so bad? Anyways, it's really important with art to support real artists. And my best friends, it's okay. We're all about good vibes here, and it's really important to forgive and be kind. So these are going to become kindness rocks. So let's just be kind, and we can all stay here. Since I only have 1 or 2 viewers, whatever. Anyway, it's fine. I think she's gone. Okay, so my best friend's son is in 7th grade, and he actually did this whole like class presentation thing on supporting local artists because they were being affected by AI and people using AI to create, especially graphic artists. They're really struggling because of AI creating stuff. Yeah, that was very yellow, but yellow is happy. Oh, this is actually like sky and flowers and sun and stuff. Okay, so let's move those guys over. But yeah, the blue paint was actually really old, and it's totally separating. So it's actually I don't know if you've seen what do you call paint pouring, acrylic paint pouring. They use that medium that they add to it that actually makes it separate like that. But as these are sitting here, they're actually, the white is actually reacting with the blue because the blue is old. The blue was separating. So it's actually totally, I don't know, it's actually changing as it's sitting here. What a trip. Okay, thank you so much. I hope I see you again too. My live streams are not scheduled at all, but you can always watch my shorts. And I appreciate you, and I will put your Stay Happy rock out into the world, and I'll include it in a short. And I just screenshotted that so that I can tag you, but you know, I'm not very organized, so if I don't end up tagging you, then oh well. Bye. Okay, so now, why is my thing not? Okay, so now I'm going to go back to doing cats. Okay, well first now I have to move these because they're all wet. Okay, so here's the trick on how to move rocks which are wet without touching them. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of cardboard would be better than a piece of paper, but for some reason I can't find a piece of cardboard right now. Okay, so I'm going to use a chopstick and move. Actually, I should do these pink ones first. The pink, purple, blue ones were the ones that Shayoka asked for those colors. So I'm going to move them onto this paper, and then I'm going to move the whole paper over, pick them up, And then I'm going to pick up these blue and yellow ones. I'm just trying to make room because I need to, I'm going to try to draw some cats. Wow, so pretty. Oh my gosh. They ended up looking like water. That is so... Okay, see? So it's funny. There's a saying that I just saved yesterday. Something about from mistakes come creativity or something, or new ideas. So thank you. Thank you, Preppy Care, for your suggestion of the blue and yellow and white, because I love them. And the blue I had was old, and so that's why it's doing this weird separating thing, and they came out beautiful. So have a great lunch, and thank you for inspiring these rocks. They're going to either become cats or kindness rocks. They're actually really, really, really pretty. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to move these out of the way. Shoot. I hope they don't fall. And then this one was the bigger one that I swirled together. I don't know, looks like ice cream or something. Okay, so that one has to move over. Okay, now let's see, let's finish these cats. Bless you too, thank you. I hope your life is filled with blessings and you have a wonderful lunch. Okay, so where's all my cats? Okay, so that's all the cats that I did earlier. And I need to put eyeballs on them, but I don't have black paint to finish them, so I drew these in with my paint pen, and I don't want to do that. But thank you. Bye. I don't want to use my paint pen on the white acrylic paint, so I'm actually going to set these guys aside. They need the black part of their eyeballs, and then these ones need the white part of their eyeballs, so I'm going to do that first. I'm just using white acrylic paint, indoor, outdoor. Also, when I'm doing the finger painting thing, if you use different paints, like if you do metallic and indoor, outdoor, and matte, that causes them to separate and react with each other also, which now that I found out makes really cool effects. The problem is that for me, when I do matte, the paint pen isn't always happy with that. And I always write on them with paint pen. So I'm using a toothpick and dip and dot. And that's the fuzzy cat. Oh, I don't know yet. Do you have any words? I do kindness rocks. So usually I do things like good vibes, breathe, be happy, be you, you matter. So if there's any positive words that you want, I can write that. I also might just do cats because I actually really like the color of that background. I can do you got this. Be strong. Oh, I can do God bless, bless you all, blessings, blessings. It kind of depends on the shape of the rock. I can do versions of blessed. I can do faith, not that I can do. It's just what I usually write. So because I know the words that I always write, I know how they fit. But I would love to do God bless, blessings, but I do all different versions of blessings, of blessed, blessed, blessings. God bless, bless you all. Let me screenshot this so I remember. And if I remember, because I'm not very organized, I will tag you in the, when I actually put them out in the world. I usually do a video, but I don't always make a short because I always forget. Like, I've got so many pictures that have just gone nowhere. But let's see. We're going to, I almost smudged him. Move these cats. You're very welcome. Thank you. And we're gonna draw cats. We're gonna draw cats on this rock. My lamp is not happy. Oh, there. That's better lighting. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 cats. There's actually, this rock is tilted. Doesn't really look tilted. I have paint all over my fingers. That's okay, that's my manicure. Okay, so I'm gonna do, I'm going to draw, oh, actually, I think I'm going to draw 2 cats on this one. So, actually like how this aqua color here is in the shape of a cat head already. I'm having technical difficulties. I know my tripod is actually shaking. Okay, hopefully that'll be more stable. Do a cat head. Add some ears. I'm going to add the whiskers now because I don't want the other cat to run into this guy's whiskers. So I just wanted to do his whiskers first. So that when I position the other cat to the right, I know where to put the head so the whiskers don't run into each other. And actually I shouldn't put wet marker all the way to the edge because I'm going to need to hold it to do these other cats. Okay, so if I do the other cat head here, the whiskers can go, oops, sorry. And the whiskers can go there. Okay, so I've got this little pebble that I, hi Ashley, thanks so much for watching. I'm just drawing with acrylic paint markers on a little pebble. And earlier I did some finger painting to do like mixing acrylic paints to make the backgrounds. Okay, so I didn't leave enough space for this guy's tail on the right. So, oh, great. So actually, what I'm picturing is 2 tails meeting in a heart right in the middle. So I don't know how that's going to work. So let's actually draw the heart. What a great idea. Drawing the heart first. Usually I draw the tails like a normal tail and try to make them meet in a heart. Draw the heart first. and then make them into cattails. Wow, see? I actually learned something today. And I do this all the time. I have painted thousands of cats, and I always try to make the tails meet in a heart. Duh. Draw the heart first. Okay. And I should just leave it instead of messing with it. Okay, so I have these cats, both have whiskers. I was going to add a tail here. Huh, he would have been a two-tailed cat. And then I'm going to put a heart up here at the top because I always do. Thank you. I actually really like the background too. It's sort of galaxy, but not really. Okay, so now that guy has to sit there and dry. And then I have another one. Oops, little pebbles flying everywhere. And this one I'm going to do 3 cats. So I'm going to do 1 cat in the middle here. And then 2 cats on the side. And I'm going to try to make the ones on the side with their heads tilted towards the middle cat. Oh, my dog is hungry. She's like, what are you doing? She just groaned. Dogs are so dramatic. She's like, why are you painting cats? Because I don't know how to draw a dog. It's like, Mom, you're always making cats. And I'm totally a cat person, but my cat does not like the dog. So she doesn't even live with us anymore. She went and she lives with my mother and father-in-law. They live on the same property, so it's not like she lives far from me. She lives like 100 yards from me, but she does not like my dog. And so even though I'm a cat person, I have this huge dog, and everybody thinks that I'm a dog person. And then so when they see all my cat rocks, they're like, oh, I thought you were a dog person. I'm like, no, I just have a large dog. Which I love my dog. She's funny. Okay, so I need to figure out where to put their tails. So this guy's tail can go to the right, or I can make a tiny little cat in this space. This one, oh, so actually I just put this guy's head where the other one's tail is gonna go. So, too late now. I don't actually really plan these things ahead. I just do whatever. Okay, so there's still room for a tail here. But I don't like it when their whiskers run into each other. And I'm gonna wrap this live stream up after I finish these cats, because I have to go make dinner. Everybody's hungry. They can hear me doing the live stream, and I can hear them being hungry. I don't even know what time it is. Okay, so let's make this guy's tail over here. Let's draw a heart, and then we'll be done. Oh, that's cute. So put the heart there, and then we'll put some stars there, which did not come out because the pen is too thick to make stars. so oh well. And that's it. So I'm just going to arrange all the ones that I just did during the live stream. And I have to do a little, what do you call, clip. Oh, wow, we actually did a lot. Did more than I thought. Oh, I'm on an hour and 22 minutes. That's probably why it's more than I thought there was. Okay, and then we did good vibes, stay happy, and I need to clip this, create highlight. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.